Welcome to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. I'm your host, Marty Burns, joined as always by the head football coach of Hazleton Area High School, Dennis Bookman. We go over a tough loss against Delaware Valley and much more. So we'll take our first break and be right back with it. Sports Talk here on WYLN.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Having a trusted local healthcare partner who knows you and keeps you well is vital. Lehigh Valley Health Network's Vital Choice program is a free wellness program for greater Hazleton area residents ages 60 plus who like having choices in healthcare. Vital Choice gives you access to your choice of doctors, your choice of healthcare services, and free and discounted fitness, wellness, and social benefits without limiting you to one insurance provider. Learn more at lvhn.org/vitalchoice or call 501-7444.
You know, Blaze Alexander, we understand that individuals win trophies, but teams win championships. From sales
to service,
from maintenance
to major service,
from Mazda to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to Buick GMC. Good credit or bad, we got your back. So like I said, it takes a team. If you're in the market for a car, stop to the Great Alexander team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, and we're taking the deals. The other guys won't.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. I'm your host, Marty Burns, joined as always by Dennis Bookman, head coach of the Hazleton Area Football Cougars. And coach, a tough loss against Delaware Valley. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. But once again, the prevailing thought, if you want to look on the positive side, once again, your team came out of the locker room at halftime with adjustments and really improved on the first half.
Absolutely. I mean, as we were talking just before we came on air here, it was really important for our program to understand that we don't take a backseat to anybody. And the way we prepare, how tremendous our coaches are, our players are, our program in general. To be able to show that we belong now on that stage in our district, in District 2 Class 6A, with a very talented Delaware Valley team. That was really important. The second half, we came out, we made some adjustments. Our players did a tremendous job of being able to, play with energy and play with confidence and truly believe and trust, love, and commit. We came out on the other side of things, and not the side we would have wanted to, but as I told our players now, everyone in our district is 3-3. We're all 0-0 in my book, and we have 4 games left now. The playoffs for the Hazleton area football team starts this week with our trip to Scranton.
And I would think the goal is not only, and we should let fans know, it's not going to be the same as last year because of the pandemic where only the top 2 teams made it. It's back to the top 4 making it for the district playoffs. So, you do want to qualify for the district playoffs, but I would think your larger goal to a point is you at least want to get a home game at Harmon Geist.
Absolutely. I mean, that's our goal in the beginning of the year, and we say it all the time. We want a home game week 11 in front of our fans and allow our players to be able to play in front of the community, their friends, their family, be able to reward them for their hard work all year. And week 12, if we're fortunate to be able to get to that district championship, we'll play it anywhere.
Right. So let's get to the highlights from Friday night, and we start right off the bat with the opening kickoff. Matthew Casadas with a great return.
What an awesome job by Matthew Casadas, a true three-phase player here, being able to start us off in such an advantageous position. Our offense, we're working here from their side of the 50. Great job on the return. We see some of his teammates being able to have some crucial blocks to be able to set us up at the 48-yard line.
And then we go to the defensive side and Ryan Mattias.
Ryan Mattias, our defense, our inside backer unit, they just continue to get better and better. Ryan Mattias does a great job here scraping over the top, filling the opposite C gap.
And Coach's favorite highlight, Team D.
You love to see all these scarlet jerseys. Matthew Bookman does a great job being an alley player. We see team defense there to be able to stop them from a 2-yard gain.
And the young man we see more and more as the season goes on, Trayvon Corchado.
Trey, he's just continuing to improve, continuing to get better. Wonderful job here feeling the screen. We also see Chris Sachs and Jim Beltray be able to retrace.
And we talked a lot about it when he was our guest. Another hard run by Matthew Bookman.
These tough runs here, this is +7 here for a first down, but it goes beyond that. It's just the physicality and the intensiveness that he runs with.
Here on 4th down, a double team by Abreu and Mattias to get the stop.
This is a great job. Once again, we have our stud end, Raymond Abreu, Ryan Mattias. Collision in the quarterback. We have great coverage downfield as well.
And here we get a reverse by Matthew Casadas for first.
Crucial 3rd down. We're tight to our boundary here. We let Matt Casadas work the field. Great blocking on the edge there as you see the stock, and Matt Casadas does his thing for a first down.
And here we see Matt Casadas in the passing game.
We're starting to be able to truly move the football here on this drive. Great job by Tyler Wolf and Matt Casadas in the window.
And we're going to show this play twice, just an ordinary catch for Connor Shamani.
What a tremendous job. First of all, let's start with the blocking up front. Great protection for Tyler. He deviates from the pocket, gets to the edge, and is able to get the ball thrown to Connor here. What a tremendous job. High pointing the football first of all, getting extended and working off his outside foot, and then being able to have the presence of mind of rolling his opposite shoulder, and you love to see the intensity and the motion after.
And here we see Ryan Mattias offensively.
Once again, we have a screen here. Ryan Mattias does a great job of being able to tightrope the sideline and then work to get skinny and get north here upfield, which puts us in the tight red inside the 5.
And another play that we'll get a look at twice, your first points of the night, comes from your special teams and off the leg of Luke Russo.
We had a crucial mistake, but here's the thing. We know we have our X factor here in Luke Russo, who we have some points that we're able to get a tremendous emotional uplift for our team here to be able to score on this drive.
And here Kayvon Minor with a tackle for loss.
So we talk about those inside backers and our defense in general. Kayvon Minor once again with Ryan Mattias. They feed off each other, continue to get better.
And here an interception from Connor Shamani.
Great job by Connor once again to have body control, positioning and balance to be able to get his left foot down, and a huge interception to get us momentum coming out in the second half.
And here a pass to Matthew Casadas down to the 5.
Matt Casadas high pointing the football, getting his eyes extended, being able to catch the ball in the front half of his vision, and get once again inside the tight red here inside the 5-yard line.
Here we get a great look twice at the touchdown by Matthew Bookman.
What a job by our guys up front here blocking inside zone. Great job by Matt Bookman to make a subtle jump cut, being able to get accelerated right now and then find the end zone. This is a tremendous play here. Tyler Wolf there too, carrying out his fake is so key because it holds that backside end.
Talked about him earlier. Here's an interception by Corchado.
Here we go again. Trey being able to find the football, make plays, creates energy. It starts with the pass rush on the quarterback. It ends with a tremendous play by Trey.
We'll get a second look at that.
We talk about our defense, the improvements our defense continues to make. Coach Deal, Coach Drumheller, Coach Major, Coach Stair, Coach Sacco, Coach Painter. I mean, the list goes on and on with each one of our coaches. They do such a great job, and our players do an incredible job too of continuing to get better.
And here's Christian Price with a catch for 8 yards.
Great job here by Tyler to be able to understand and recognize that we have the edge immediately. Christian Price able to dip inside and get 8 yards.
Ryan Osachi labeled this as Mattias and Friends tackle for loss.
I love it, and that signifies exactly what that was. Ryan Mattias and a bunch of scarlet jerseys here who are able to come in on a tackle. Another TFL for our defense, and what a great job. I'm so proud of the way our players competed on Friday night.
How about a big hit here from Matthew Bookman?
Absolutely. We talk about our alley player and how important it is in this defense. He's continuing to improve just like everyone else. Great job running the alley.
Great play here by Jimmy Beltre, just taking the lineman back.
Jim Beltre continues to be consistent in his approach, and you see a big-time play there once again.
And a pass here to Matthew Bookman.
Great job on the swing. Tyler to recognize what we have on the edge. Matthew Bookman able to jump cut, get north immediately, and get a first down.
And here Connor Shamani gets involved.
Great job here, first of all, by Matt Casadas running such a selfless route to pull that outside backer. Connor Shamani being able to understand where the hole was in the defense. Tyler Wolf putting the ball where only he could make the play.
And here we get Ryan Mattias again offensively.
Ryan Mattias, once again, here we see he came up so big for us on Friday night, offensively and defensively. Such an important player there in the game for us.
And finally, we got a look at it twice, Matthew Casadas with a catch.
Being able to, once again, understand where we are on the field is so crucial for us. Matt Casadas does a great job of being able to pace himself down to the edge, make the play, and then what you have to love after this is getting his right shoulder north now, being able to tuck the football and get extended.
And Coach, I think we talked about it after the game, that for what you are promoting with this team, everybody acting selfless, that I thought the play of the year was the Casadas touchdown, basically because of the Shamani block where he took out two defenders. But for pure athleticism and effort, that one-handed catch has to be one of the top plays I've ever seen.
It's truly incredible, and you talk about the hard work, that all of our players have put in, and Connor Shamani is certainly one of those. You're seeing our guys continue to elevate and raise their game week by week. We talked about how we continue to be able to create and make our weaknesses from the prior week our strengths the next week, and that's just a testament to who and what we have in our program. That catch is nothing short of spectacular. It's a highlight play no matter what level you're at, and truly at the high school level. And the neat thing to see there is, once again, that selfless mentality. It was as if everybody caught the ball there, because you see immediate energy, you see players running over, helping up their teammates, excited. There's no me in this football team here. It's a true team. We continue to preach that. We continue to live that. And you see the progression that we're continuing to make in this program and this season.
Okay, and we're going to take a break and bring on our guest. He wears number 4. His name is Matthew Casadas, and he's next.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim, ductless, heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright. Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on WYLN, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. I'm your host, Marty Burns. In the middle, we have the head coach of the Hazleton area Cougars, Dennis Bookman. And to my far right, we have number 4, Matthew Casadas. And Matt, thanks a lot for joining us this week.
Anytime, sir.
And before we start grilling Matt, we've talked always about the big 3. We've got the third member here tonight. Tell us a little bit about what Matthew brings to this football program.
Once again, what doesn't Matthew Casadas bring to this football program? We talk about he's a true three-phase player. He can, at any time, with the ball in his hands or without the ball in his hands, create plays for his teammates. Somebody who, everybody knows Matthew Casadas as, a tremendous athlete. He's also an incredible person. And the way that's really going unnoticed is the way that he's truly learning the game of football now. I mean, he's a true student of the game. He's understanding how to get into break points and transitions offensively and defensively. He's learning some of the finer points, the intricacies of the game, being able to diagnose coverages and understand where soft spots are, on the offensive side, understanding alignment and positioning when he's on defense. He's a player we look at that at any time he could trail the opposing team's best wide receiver on the edges. He's a big play maker for us. He's also a guy that we count on as a possession guy to be able to get that big first down, as we've seen time and time again this year. Tremendous teammate, voted as a captain as a junior, which speaks volumes about his leadership. The list goes on and on about Matthew Casadas. I couldn't be more proud of him, not only the way that he is developing, but as we talk about, not just as a player, but as a person, and I love this guy dearly. And we'll ask Matt the question first, but Coach, if you want to jump in. One of the things I noticed, we'll start defensively, and we saw it in the Berwick game, you made the big interception, but really defensively we don't see you, and I think that's more of a compliment because they're shying away from you. They don't want to challenge you too often, and sometimes people think, is he even out there? But I think that's a great compliment to you.
On the defensive side of the ball, other teams don't particularly throw to my side a lot, so that keeps me out of the way, but if they do throw to my side, make a play on the ball and we'll live another down, We talk about, just our secondary as a whole, the positions that they're put in at times, having the ability to be comfortable and go cover one at times to be able to allow us to be more run-oriented and focus, more guys in the box. And, there's plenty of moments where you forget that we're even playing with a back half in terms of our corners with Connor Shamani and Matthew Casadas. And that's a testament to these guys. They know we have to continue to get better and improve. But every single week, everybody sees what goes on Friday nights.
but the work that goes on behind the scenes throughout the week, and them learning and being able to fine-tune those simple points of being able to get their long arm extended, their hip down, being able to pedal, weave, be able to power step, all those things are so important, and these guys they're technicians at it, and they work to want to continue to get better. They're never satisfied, and it truly shows each game that we play.
And to go back to that Berwick game, and we'll use a basketball term, so your dad will be happy that we brought that into the show. But the thing I've been impressed with, not only this year but years in the past, when you guys get a turnover, it is a constant defense to offense. And you guys do it as a whole unit. Just talk about once you guys get a turnover, whoever gets it, then it's all of a sudden, hey, I'm looking for a hole, or I'm looking to put a block on for the guy returning it.
Well, whoever is on defense, whoever makes the turnover, say there's an interception, you have immediately scarlet jerseys running to the ball, making sure guys are upfield, getting that block. We make sure it gets done.
And we've talked about with previous guests to go to the offensive side. New quarterback this year, Tyler Wolf looks like a veteran out there as we're over halfway through the season. But talk about as you were getting ready for this season working with Tyler.
It was fun, It was his first year out there. Didn't get too many reps last year. It was like you were building with him. He's getting better. Everyone else will be getting better around him.
And we saw you at the very start of the highlights, special teams. And it is so often overlooked, I think, by fans because everybody wants to talk about offense or talk about defense. Special teams can make such a key component of the game, whether you're covering kicks or, as we saw you Friday night, returning a kick starting in Delaware Valley territory on the opening kickoff. Talk about your role on special teams.
Special teams is a big part of the game. As Coach Bookman says, it's a game changer. If you come out of the second half with a nice kick return for a touchdown, that's a huge momentum breaker for the other team.
And one of the things that I like about your game, you show a lot of toughness offensively. You're not afraid to go across the middle, get yourself in there. I see some of these linebackers in pregame and I don't want to get near them. So I can't imagine getting yourself in there and finding yourself a spot because once you catch that football, they're coming after you from all different directions. Just talk about going across the middle and getting those tough yards that helps the offense keep going with maybe a key first down.
Well, to me, it's all mental. If you have the mindset you're going to come across the middle and get blown up and a fumble's going to happen, then most likely it'll happen. But, make sure you catch the ball first, secure it, and whatever happens, happens.
And even though you didn't get the end result you wanted Friday night, we talked with Coach last week. This is the second half. This is the second half with all the big schools that you're going to play on your schedule. And this is the opportunity to get yourself to that ultimate goal of possibly getting a home game, getting that one extra home game. Mm-hmm. Talk about, A, you want to make the district playoffs, but B, getting that home game.
Well, as Coach said, we're 3-3, just like other teams in our district. So we keep winning, and we'll secure ourselves a home spot, which is everyone wants to play in front of the fans, Hazleton, everyone's families, everyone's coming out to the game. It's just a fun atmosphere to play at.
And then the other thing I find outstanding about your group, you guys are road warriors. You guys have come up with big wins this year and some tough places to play. Talk about, as you get ready for another road contest as you head up to Scranton Friday night, how your mental approach is when you guys hit the road.
Well, away games, everyone has to be locked in, whole week of practice, good preparation for the week. We're a family, so every day in school, everyone's talking to each other, saying hello to each other. Even JV guys are a part of it. Everyone on the sideline, everyone has to be locked in the whole week.
And the thing I like when he says, and I know other members of your team have said it, it's almost like us going up against them. We're this tight-knit group, and nothing's going to stop us.
Absolutely, and that starts with, once again, the leadership that we have with Matthew, the other captains, and throughout the team. We just had a conversation today, too, how it's important to have leadership throughout. It's extremely important for that leadership to come from the top down, but everybody has a part in this thing, and we talk about all the time how whether you're one of those quote-unquote stars on Friday nights, you're a positional player, you're a rotational player, you're a scout team guy, whatever your role is, you really have to relish that. And you hear Matthew and you hear everybody who comes on the show talk about family. And that's truly what we preach in our program. We say it all the time, you know, we're all we have, we're all we need, and you know that's the mentality we take on the road here. Is we know we're going up to Scranton, another tough place to win football games, but we know if we're together and we continue to fall forward and grow together, we're going to be able to compete against anyone who's on our schedule.
Well, Matt, the time has gone by pretty quickly. Thanks a lot for joining us this week. Good luck at Scranton.
Of course, thank you for having me.
And we'll be back to talk about the Scranton Knights as Sports Talk continues right after this.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571. Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, and Coach, as Matt Casada stays with us, we've hit the 2-minute warning. Another road trip, we talked about it. Your team has been road warriors to this point. Another tough test you're heading to Scranton.
Absolutely. Another District 2 6A opponent that we have. We weren't able to play Scranton last year, so for our program, this is obviously a first in a few years now. Tremendously talented group, a ton of speed on the edges, in the backfield, defensively. They're also very physical up front. Really impressive team. Great environment to be able to go play at, great atmosphere, and we're excited for the challenge of being able to travel to Scranton this Friday.
And do you try to compare them to somebody else? Because sometimes you can't always judge the speed on film until you actually see them in person.
Truly, I think this is going to be a unique challenge for us. This is something, talk about each week how different challenges present themselves. This is another one of those challenges. We have talked about this week, though, keys is making sure we're consistent in execution this week, being able to trust, love, and commit, protect the football, and play defense.
Under a minute, Coach, what's going to be the keys to victory?
Those things like we talked about, we now have to be consistent in the things we're doing. You see flashes and you see guys continuing to get better. Consistency is key. Protecting the football on the road. Defense, once again, has to travel when you're going on the road, as it has each and every other week. And we got to continue to be able to grow together, fall forward, and be able to overcome adverse situations that will present themselves as well on the road.
Coach, best of luck Friday night. Here's hoping for win number 4.
Thank you so much. Go Cougars.
Matt?
Go Cougars.
Perfect. So for Matthew Casadas, head coach Dennis Bookman, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Join us next week for another edition of Sports Talk as we go over the Scranton game, a look ahead to their home finale against the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area, and another guest. from the Cougar football program. You've been watching Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.